Hey, what's up, YouTube family? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Hump day. I'm at work. It's hot. It's extremely hot here in Nebraska. It is June, so we want to be hearing me and a lot of other people complain about the weather. and, it being so hot. But, not to get too off track. But today's current topic. Pastor Tony Evans decides to step down as pastor to his church. Now, I understand that Pastor Tony Evans has a very sizable congregation, and he has a lot of people that is a part of his flock. From what I understand, he is a Calvinist. I don't know too much about Calvinism. I'll be honest, I don't, so I'm not going to speak on a lot of what I don't know too much about. I do hear a lot of people complain about Calvinism and say certain things about Calvinism, and I'll be honest, I've heard a few, some content about, how Calvinism is essentially false, but like I said, I'm not going to speak on anything that I don't know too much about. If I'm going to speak on something, I'm going to know something about it. I would have done the legwork behind it. So I'm not going to speak on that. I'm just going to speak on the effects of what this man has done, has decided to do. And here's my take on it. If you care, we are fallible as people. Okay, we're going to do right, we're going to do wrong, we're going to make mistakes, we're going to mess up. You know what I mean? That's just a part of being human. And just because you are a believer or a professed believer, that does not mean that you are out of the woods when it comes to that. You're just someone who professes to believe the gospel. You're not immune to making mistakes or sin. If anything, you get attacked much more for you proclaiming, being a witness. You're gonna go through more. So, like I said, I don't know too much about Mr. Tony Evans, but whatever he did, it's none of our business. It's not. A lot of people are saying they're concerned when they're just nosy and they want to know what he did. It doesn't matter. He's taking responsibility for his actions. He's claiming his mistake. Okay? And to me, that's admirable. How many pastors, ministers, or bishops do you know that will make a mistake or sin or do something that they know they have no business doing and then brush it to the side, expect people to forget, not acknowledge it, and continue to hold their position? There's plenty of men like that. Plenty of people or ministers are like that, who are the head of a flock. Plenty. But what Mr. Evans decided to do was take responsibility. And to me, that is the most important thing. That's what sticks out to me. That is what I respect. Now, irregardless to, what he's done or what made him do it, he did it. In today's age, that is something to be, noticed or spoken on. Not what he did. Not, did he cheat on his wife? Did he, whatever. It doesn't matter. Because you and I have done worse, I'm sure. I'm sure we have. I know I have. So, you know what? And I'll be honest, I don't know this man. I really don't. But I commend his action. I commend his leadership, because that's what a leader does. Takes responsibility. Admits his faults. it's what this says to me is that he has good character, great character. That's the, that's when you do things like that, it shows that you have great character, that you have integrity, and that's what's missing. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of ministers and pastors and bishops who do not belong, who should be stepping down as of right now. A lot. But they refuse to because of their egos, and they don't want to lose their position. But Mr. Evans looks beyond that and says, you know what? I have to claim this. I have to take responsibility. I have to do what is right. Regardless of his doctrine, regardless of anything other than that, I'm looking at his character at this point, and I like it. I like it. This shows, it shows signs of, a man. That's what men do. That's what you're supposed to do. So I just think it's commendable, and I think that we should pray for him. I think that we should lift him up in prayer and, hope that he bounces back from this, because it takes a lot to do. It takes a lot of guts to do, because imagine the impact it's going to have on his flock, his family, his loved ones, his friends. Imagine. And I hope that they're supporting him. I hope that they are in support of him bearing his mistake. And I believe that they are. If they're believers, then I'm sure that they are. So, this is what you're supposed to do. This is a showmanship of a great leader, a great man, and someone who wants to do the right thing by their flock. And I commend him for it. I really do. So no matter who says or who believes, or if his doctrine is okay, this doctrine is not up for debate, or his doctrine is not up for conversation or discussion, but his integrity is there, and that goes a long way. I believe, my opinion, not with me, well, with me too, but I don't matter. I believe it goes a long way with God, because really, at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters is God. How does God view what he's doing? And if I'm just looking at the situation for what it is, and that's all that's there, then, I believe that God is satisfied. He did the right thing. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to speak on that situation, because it brought me to a point where I was like, you know what, man, that makes me feel good, because it warms my heart that somebody of his stature wants to do the right thing. So that's all I got for you right now. At this moment, I may come with some more content later. But it's your favorite black guy from Nebraska. And yes, there's black people in Nebraska. Please like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.